Uh, well, welcome back to Joint Chinese. Okay. Uh, from here, we gonna go through some of the words and the conversation and the greetings as well as 你好 in the first lesson, whose title is just the 你好. Okay. Uh, from now, we're gonna speak. We have already know how to spell Chinese. We have already go through how to write Chinese. And now we are going to finally speak Chinese. So this character that you should first know is 你. Okay? It is a character. Also, this one character is a word. Usually, one Chinese character or one kanji in ancient time, it will represent a word because a word usually is a concept. So one concept usually matches with a picture, and a picture is just one kanji. So one concept, one picture, one kanji, one word. Okay, but in the long development, including the recent 100 years, especially after the British, they invaded us, they robbed us. British, French, Japanese, Russians, including the Portuguese and some of the Spanish, okay, and especially the Japanese, Russian, British, French, and American. After they rob our country, they also, we have to say, they bring their technology. I forgot Germany. Okay, Germany also invaded us. Okay, these words actually do not belong to the Chinese language. For example, chocolate. So that is not a concept that originated in China. So chocolate. There's four syllables, even in English, or maybe chocolate in other languages. So in Chinese, we give a 巧克力. So these three characters are joined together as one word, also, which means one concept. Okay, and also for the sake of speaking well, speaking better, sounds better, modern Mandarin also have the word which is made from more than one characters. And nowadays, usually the word are contain one or two. Excuse me. Usually one word contain two, three, or four characters. Okay, the one character for one word is become rare, which is which is very different from the ancient Chinese. Okay, so this 你, however, is this one is too simple, just like the English I. It's too simple. This English word do not need more a lot of letters. Okay, it is not like you. This one word needs 3 letters. No need. Okay, so this 你 is also like the situation here. It means you, and in Chinese, 呢 你. Okay. Yeah, he write it. 你. This one, let's first write the character 你. Okay, I write it on the computer with not my pencil, instead my mouse. So, this kind of mouse. Okay, it is the little not very beautiful, but you can write it on the paper with your pen and pencil. Okay, did you find this one? I will first see this character read 您. Okay, 你 您 呢. This one read 音. 呢银您. Okay, when you say link, okay, this is le yin lin yin. Same with this one. Okay, 您. Okay, let me give an explanation. This 您 is right in this way. You find the upper part is just the same with 你, but it has a down part. Okay, this has this kind of structure. You can regard it. It has this part. Although it have this separate part, in together, it is still a square. Okay, this is for modern Chinese, especially Chinese word. Okay, we can first separate this big square into two parts. The structure is the up and the down, right? And we see the up part, or if we see this character, we can separate into left or right. Okay, so this is typically the structure of Chinese kanji. So there's no such kind of a character, such kind of a structure. Incorrect. Okay. Well, based on this, the Korean king invented their language. So that is the reason why when you see Korean, maybe I just read it randomly, maybe, okay, you will see that the Korean also looks a little similar to Chinese. However, the Korean language is even much far than the Japanese to Chinese. Okay, so because Korean, although it looks the structure is very similar to Chinese, but it's still spelling language, which means all of these parts it represent like the a or u, this kind of sound. It represents a sound. So by joining them together, the Korean, you can also spell it. Yeah, but as I said in Chinese, you cannot spell a Chinese. Okay, we go a little far, huh? So it's 你 plus this part. If I write it separately, this character is heart. Okay, it means heart. So you are on my heart. So what do you think the meaning of 您? What do you think? Yes, it still means you. Yeah, it also means you. But this you is when you referring to someone who is usually have a higher grade or higher position. For example, if I am talking to my student, I will refer my student. Let's have a student here, huh? For example, he is my student. I am talking to him. Okay, I say you, come. Okay, what I would say 你 过来 你 come. Okay, that means the grade should be same. Okay, this example is down, is lower than you. Or, for example, you are talking to your brothers. You say, 哥哥你过来一下，弟弟 brother you come, brother 你 come. Okay, so it means if the people you are talking to, that you is same as your grade, your brother, your sister, your wife, your husband, or your colleague, okay, you can all use the normal you, which is 你. Anytime you want to use the word you in English, you can replace it 你 in Chinese, okay? And the position, same. The position is also like your colleague. This kind of the grade is like your generation, is your sister-in-law. This kind of guys. But if this you, which is called 您, if you use this one, that means you are talking to someone you respect. And refer to China or special state condition, it have to do with bureaucracy. Okay, how to spell it? Bureaucracy. For example, the government staff. Okay, if you see a government staff, this represents respect and fair. Okay, so the position equals, for example, your boss. When you are talking to your boss, especially in China, in Eastern Asia, Japan, Korea, you are talking to your boss. That means his grade, his position is not like in these two situations. Their grade is higher than you. Okay, everybody is equals. I accept it, but in normal days, there's really, you need to please them, and they do not need to please you. Then you need to respect them. You need to fear them. So you have to use this 您. Okay, and for example, in China, even someone, if he is the government staff, he is controlling the power. When you want to do something, that authority guy, he's controlling your fate. Okay, even he's smaller than you, he's the younger than you, much younger than you, weaker than you, you still need to use 您. You have to show that your great respect. This is what happened in China. Okay, if you are from some Western countries, okay, you might say under the God we are all human beings. I'm not lower than you. I only worship God. We are same. Even you are my boss. Even you are my president. But in China, no. I am sorry. We have to say. You have to say 您. Okay. So you do not risk your. I do not suggest you try your fate. You try your face in against the Chinese custom. Okay. You will only bring yourself trouble. You cannot change the Chinese. Okay, I mean the majority. You cannot change their culture. Okay, where are we? Okay, and next one is 对不起. Oh, excuse me. They still have other ones. You. I think it's like the do and vous, Usted. Okay, this kind of a difference. 好. Okay, you do still remember 你好? You good. Okay, so this one is 好. How do you write it? It should write in this way. Okay, this is good. Actually, it means female. This part, if I put this together, put this separately, okay, this character is 女, which means female. Female, and this character means son. It means female also means daughter. This means son, and it joined together as a character two characters together, it forms a word, which means girl or woman. Okay, female, daughter for this character, son for this character. These two characters together form a word. It means woman. And if in one character we have two parts, this part is 女, female, this part is son, it gives one character. Okay, this is one character. It's right together. Then it means good. So how you remember it? You have your female, you have your daughter, you have your son, then you are good. Okay, you have a woman, then you are good. Okay, or you can regard it as the females are good. Okay, so this is the logic. So afterward, when you are trying to remember the Chinese kanji, you can also apply this this method. Oh no, excuse me. 您对不起。Okay. 的乌一对 last tone 对不起 this is 起对不起 means sorry. Okay, sorry. So when you, for example, you hit somebody on the street, you should immediately say 对不起对不起 Okay, if you suddenly think about that you still owe your friend some money, you should immediately say 对不起 Okay, of course you can choose not to say, you can just walk away. Okay, but you will just be showing off your own stupidity and arrogance. It's a very bad manner. Okay, 好 and we mentioned before 你们 you find this part has no tone, right? It didn't give a mark. Then it means it is neutral sound or neutral tone. For example, when you say the English word sight, this, right? It's same like the Arabic b. It's not ba or b or bu or bei bo. It's just a b. Okay, and the sight. Okay, 你们 it's not 你们 or 你们 or 你们 or 你们 it's just 你们你们们们 sight 你们 Okay, this is the neutral sound. We're gonna learn it later. Next, 没关系 more. Remember this is A. This is A, right? And the second tone, 没哥乌安乌安湾个湾关没关系 Okay, 没关系 This 系 is also like the men. Okay, not 没关系没关系没关系没关系 It's neither of the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then it is neutral or silent sound, slight sound, no matter how you want to call it. Okay, so usually when you say greeting someone, you say 你好, you good. When you want to say, when you one versus one, you say 你好 to this one, and he said 你好 back to you. But if you come across a group of people, you say 你, that you is the singular. That you is singular. You are speaking to whom? You cannot first speak to him, then speak 你好 to him, and again speak 你好 to this Mr. 3. Okay? So you just, once you said 你们, you all. Anytime you see this 门, you can regard it as all. It's not translated into all, but you can always translate it into all to help you to understand it. Do you understand? It's like نحن, okay? And the difference between نحن and أنا, okay? Okay. 你们, you all. You all good. So if he speak to a group of people, he would say 你们好. 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 With you speak to a group, is plural, you good. Plural version of you good. Okay? 你们好. We're gonna have, I think we have examples later. 你好. 您, 你们, 对不起, 没关系. So one says 你好. Another say, for example, if you say, you first say salam, and next you're gonna say كيف حالك, or hello. Then what you're gonna say, you say how are you, right? How are you? That means in Chinese, 你好吗? 你好吗? You good? This ma is actually a very difficult concept to translate, but you can regard it is a mark for this one, for a question version. Okay? You good? Or you can translate or not. Okay? You cannot, this ma does not means or not, but to help you to translate it, to help you to understand this sentence, you can always translate in this way just to help you to understand. You cannot translate it directly into this. It does not directly mean or not. Okay? It do not have any meaning. It's just to demonstrate a mood of question. Okay? You good? Okay, in English, are you good? Okay, are you good? That is like the are you. Are you good? Okay. This character is ma. 你好吗? 你好吗? Okay. 好. 你好. 你好吗? Usually you will plus a character which is 我, which means I. Okay. Character, the meaning, the concept, how we say it, the sound, then how we write it, kanji. 3 together. 我, I, 很好. The first is 很. The second, you already know, is 好. Okay, this 很, you write it this way. Okay, read 很 which means very. Okay, very good. 很好 very good. 好 I write it here. It is good. Okay.我 very 很 good 好 I very good 我很好 Okay. Usually I ask you 你好吗 You good? And you reply me 我很好 I very good. Okay. I think it's quite easy and very straightforward. But also, if I just go through a very big mistake or big ill, I'm not very good, right? I'm very bad. Okay, so you're gonna say 不好. Okay, this is 不. Remember 博物不. Last class, I remember it was here. This character means no or not. So this 不好is also very straightforward. No good, not good. I am not good. I not good. Right? أنا ما تمام. أنا ما تمام. أنا مب تمام. Okay? So this should be very easy. It's more like the Arabic way. You do not put is or this be. No need for this kind of word. You just put the grammar. You do not need to remember or study. You just need to know how to describe. You just know how to say I very good. I no good. I not good. 我很好。我很好。我不好。我不好。Okay. You good? 你好吗？我很好。Or 我不好。你好吗 is same as here. Okay. 你们 you all. You group of people. 你们好. So what do you think this sentence means? What do you think this sentence means? You all good. I wish you all good. You good. Okay? This is when you see a lot of people. Okay? I have more than one student. Okay? One in Chinese, there's only one person or more than one person. There's no such kind of 1, 2, 3 or 3 plus. There's no such kind of a difference. I versus more than one people, I would say 你们. Okay, there's no such kind of both. You both, you all in Chinese, just plus a 们. Okay, 你, no matter it's you both or you all, you just plus 你们, you all good. I wish you all good. Okay, 你们好吗? You all good. You both good. You all good. Okay, 你们好吗? You all good? I am very good. How about you? 你们现在好吗? 你们好吗? So here, if I mistakenly write on other gentleman's, I write on his feet. Okay, I should immediately say 对不起. Okay, 的位对波物不起起对不起对不起对不起 Okay, this could be neutral, huh? 对不起 Sorry. You should apologize immediately. And if it does not matter, it didn't I'm not intend to step on his feet. Then, to show his manner, he should reply 没关系摸A 没歌乌安关系系没关系没关系 so no issues 没 no 关系 should be as links or relations here, so we can translate it into issues. No problem, no issues. Okay. A says 对不起 because A did something wrong to B. Okay. A is to blame, and B, to show his manner, he should say 没关系 it's not a big deal, no problem, no issues. Okay, here we go for our text. There's two gentlemen, right? And from the way they shake hand, the way they look at each other, and how they shake hands, and basically we can infer that they are a colleague, which is of the same grade. So A, let's suppose he is A and he is B. A should say to B, hello, 你好, you good. Together should be translated into just hello, okay, or assalamu alaikum, okay. Then B should also reply. You know, when you greet somebody, somebody greets you, you should greet him back. You cannot just, okay, I walk away. Thank you for your greeting. Okay, I keep silent. Bad manner. Okay, you should reply wa alaikum assalam, right? You should, somebody greet you, hello, you should also say hi, hello. Okay, you should just greet him back by saying the same. You good, you good. Okay, 你好,你好. Hello, hello. Let's see what he's going to say. 你好,你好. Okay, here you see, first there's plural versus singular, right? He is one person and he is two person, right? The position we can see. These two young couples, maybe colleague, they are facing this one guy. And this one guy, you can see he's wearing suit. So from position, he could be high. And also, what is more important, this gentleman, he have already got the gray hair, which is obvious he's of high age. He is aged or senior. In China, the senior, usually in the back to the ancient time, the senior person usually have a lot of experience. He have experienced many things. So back to the old days, the junior guy who is just into the society, they always need to go for the seniors for some advice. Okay, so they always need to respect the seniors. So even up to now, for example, a senior, even he's just a senior farmer. Okay, but there's a young government staff. Okay, but here under the camera. Okay, and not under the camera, we really don't know. But if under the camera, the TV camera, okay, this young government officials, even his higher position, he should still say 您 to this senior farmer. But of course, generally this farmer will also respect this young gentleman, respect his position. So maybe these two gentlemen will both call the other 您. Okay, but here we can just say these two young persons, they need to say to the old gentleman 您. But the old gentleman do not need to call these two persons 您. Okay, So he just need to reply 你, but remember it's plural. 们, you two, you all, you both. Okay. So let's see if we guess it right or wrong. 您好. So this one A could be him, could be her. And this is absolutely B. Mr. B says 你们好. Okay. You all good. You good. Usted bien. Bien. Okay. 您好,你们好. Okay. Let's say we can see from this picture, this little girl, maybe he did a mistake. He did something wrong because he breaks the milk. Okay. So imagine if you are young and your mother, she tried her best and she get up very early to prepare you some milk and you just break it. And do you think you should own your mother something? And do you think you did something wrong to your mother? Okay, so you should immediately say to your mom, 对不起. Sorry, mom. 没关系. Your mother, to show her temper, to show her manner, she should say 没关系. No issues, no problem, no relationship. Okay, this should be link. If we translate literally, it means link or relationship or issues. You can say no issues. It's okay. Okay. 对不起没关系对不起没关系 Okay. Okay, generally the content of this class has already finished. Later we're gonna go through some of the activities. We're gonna read some letters. Okay, yalla, bye bye.